These landlords make my blood boil. Literally gonna have a heart attack if my landlord just decides to come to my house just because they want to. Even if you own the house, it doesn't really matter because you've rented it to someone else. It is crazy that they think they are entitled to it just because. Seriously, this woman is out of her damn mind.
I know this is a little bit short notice, but this weekend I was wondering, would you be able to move out? I've got some friends coming and I need the house.
What?
Is that okay?
No.
Why? Well, it's put me in a bit of a difficult situation really because my friends are coming and I just thought with this being my house I have the right to allow them to stay.
It's insanity that she actually just said, why not? Well, why not you? Get the hell out of my lawn. When did it become normalized to torment your tenants? Literally said no one ever. Who said that just because you own the house and by the way you did choose to rent it to somebody else, you can just do anything without a care in the world? That really quickly becomes a problem because I'm pretty sure in at least most of the countries in this world have some type of law towards landlords and tenants and all that jazz. I think they probably do. And y'all are not following them. Hypothetically, these people should be able to report these landlords because that is insane behavior, by the way. But to be honest, it's not always that easy. More than enough times, these higher-ups or the people that are in powerful positions, sometimes they decide to side with the owner of the house just because they really don't care. Aside from that, we have seen it happen, how people just abuse their positions of power just because. Like this guy.
You can't come into our house without
You
our
texted
consent.
me yesterday and said, can I do a showing? And I said, no one will be home.
Well, I don't come without the notice.
It doesn't matter though.
But
we have to give you
express our
permission.
discomfort.
And I even told you in the text, we don't feel comfortable with you coming into our house when nobody's home.
The fact that in the caption it said that this isn't even the first time and probably will not be the last time because it has happened before. So you can just assume it will happen again. Well, I'm not sure whether this is true, but from my understanding of the situation, these tenants did get an informal notice, quote-unquote informal notice, 24 hours prior, which does not count as a, formal or a real
No, I'm saying
What now?
notice. Had to look up the word because I forgot what I was gonna say. Had to look at my script. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. Which does not count as a formal notice since it was through a text message. Whether the case is that they did or they did not get a formal notice, personally I think that it should also more be about the mutual respect from one another in these type of instances. Easily these tenants could report the landlord or vice versa. Why make things more complicated than they have to be, because these things could have been avoided if you just went about it the right way. And also, by the way, if the new tenants or the people that were gonna come and watch the house, literally they should run. Because if this person does this to the 10 people that live there now, they might do it to you too, boo. So be sure who you rent from. Not that I personally have any experience in that because, as you can probably see, not that I blame this original posture whatsoever, but personally I feel like it's a known thing to not rent places where the landlords live right upstairs. Putting aside that fact, in some countries it is even illegal for them to have a key to the place. Probably it doesn't really play into effect on this video or this situation, but again, it should be more about the respect or the mutual respect from one another.
Or actually not, to be honest, this landlord and these landlords, let's not actually respect people who disrespect us.
Actually, keep recording, keep posting, keep doing things to make them humble. It's kind of obvious that the landlord does this when you're not at home. So babe, get cameras, get something that, you know, get things like that for your safety. And also, just because they shouldn't be there.
The landlord should not even be there in the first place.
Clearly, none of these previous landlords have any shame. And neither does this next one, because what the hell is she doing?
Hello.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Can I ask why you're trying to get in?
I have a young couple to have a look at my property today.
She didn't warn him.
Is it okay to...
Is it okay?
Anyway,
So you're asking now? You're asking me now after you've tried walking in?
It's my property.
That's fine. I'm not contesting that, love. I'm not contesting that. What I'm saying
I
is...
hope not.
You can't just turn up here unannounced. No, you can't. I know my right. You either turn around and leave, or you force your way in, and I'll call the police.
Oh, I'm being professional. This is
There's
my
nothing
property.
professional about turning up.
First of all, this couple should run. Like I said before about the new tenants, whatever. Run! Because if this person does this to the person that lives there now, they might do it to you too. She said she's professional. She's not, by the way. Just because you're a landlord, it doesn't mean that you can just barge in whenever you want to. It does not work that way, and it actually kind of pisses me off, even though personally this has never happened to me. I'm an empath, I guess. I get how you feel. This is literally the craziest thing I have ever seen. The audacity of this landlord, because this is a prime example of them just doing anything just because. Again, abusing their positions for personal gain. It is absolutely crazy to put a quote-unquote...
In this economy, boy, get the hell out of here, boy.
Oh, so let me get this right. You want a person to pay your rent, but then also pay you for them to be able to wash the laundry. What next? You're gonna make them pay for the key to the house too? Some people shouldn't be landlords, cause clearly y'all are horrible. Y'all are horrible people. Y'all don't have any remorse of your cringe ass actions.
Why are you here? Why are you in New York?
Please, honey.
Cool. I live here.
No, you don't.
I have the legal right to fucking tenancy. Yeah, I do. Okay.
No, you do not.
All right.
You don't pay any rent.
Now, it gets to a point when it's like kind of rude and kind of annoying, but this is like literally
Breaking and entering.
I think you need to get out of my house before things get wild. I got two guns. They're named Rock and Roll.
Into the video. Boom, boom, firepower.
I'm not really sure what's going on in this video, but people are saying that she's the ex of the mother's son, and the mother in this video is also the landlord.
Baby, that's
who
my brother.
also pays the rent.
I know that.
The son, or again the original poster's ex, does not pay any rent either, and neither does the original poster. The guy lied about paying rent. And this mother did not even know that he has a girlfriend, which he also cheated on. So let's get that straight. This original poster did address the situation, and boy, it's a roller coaster. Long story short, the guy did not pay his own rent, and the mother of the boyfriend didn't even know that he was living with a girlfriend at that time, who, like I said before, was being cheated on by this man. So essentially, the mom did kick her out because of that. Clearly, he's a mommy's boy because he isn't paying his own rent at 26, by the way. I'ma link all the parts down below if you became invested, so go check that out.
Hey.
Honey, I saw this homeless guy poking around. I was checking to make sure he hadn't broke in. I realize this or not, but your rent's still not paid.
Yeah, I know. I'm paying you in the morning.
And you don't have any right to change the locks. This is my house.
Well, I understand that, but when you pay rent, you're not supposed to be just. I mean, it's scary. I didn't know who the heck was in there.
There was no homeless guy, by the way, there just was not anybody out there, only her. Another good example of people just thinking that they can do anything just because they are family, or in this situation, a family friend. This person seems like one of those people that play dumb just so they aren't held accountable on weird or problematic things they might do. It is also odd that the landlord or the family friend or this person is just cussing the mother out. Personally, I wouldn't let this slide just because my landlord happens to be my family friend. It doesn't mean that they can just come through my house whenever. Wouldn't this count as invasion of privacy? Not saying that just going inside her house isn't, but I feel like this just goes on another level. Why do you feel entitled to even look at other people's personal mail, let alone take pictures of them? At the end of the day, all of these videos are extremely situational. Not saying this behavior is appropriate. No, I'm not saying that. I can't be sure whether some of these videos are staged, so don't take my word for anything you might see on this video, because at the end of the day, we can't be sure. We don't know. We just don't know. We don't know anything about anything, especially when scrolling on social media. Comment down below your opinions, and let's just hope this can start some type of conversation. If not, then get out of here. Like these landlords, get the hell out of our business.